my dears, and welcome back to my corner of the internet. I am Shannon, and today I've got something very exciting to share with you guys. Now, for the past couple of months, I've kind of been teasing a new project that I'm working on, and today I can finally tell you all about it. Now, first I'll give you a bit of history, a bit of background story as to how this came to be. First of all, I'll tell you it's a podcast, and then we'll move into what the podcast is about. So, a few months ago, probably 5 or 6 months ago at this point, I was on Facebook. A good friend of mine, the author Peter Hammerberg, had posted about how he had like a funny idea. Like, imagine the TV show Drunk History that airs on Comedy Central, but instead of that, it was someone doing an edible, a gummy, and then talking about books. And I was like, that's a great idea. I was like, you should do that. He was like, well, it's not really for me, but if you want to, go ahead. So I was like, you know what? I know just the person to do this with. So my good friend Krista, she lives here in town. We share a love of reading and of books. We have a lot of similar tastes in books. And I was like, you know what? She would be the perfect person to do this podcast with. So I told her the idea, where it came from, and asked if she wanted to try it, and she did. So our podcast is called THC Library, and there are 2 episodes up right now. The first one was kind of just a trial run. We didn't know how it was going to sound, how it was going to be, but we posted it anyway. And then we recently filmed our second one, and we've still got a little bit of tweaking to do. We need to get some better microphones, so we'll have those on the go for the next episode. But the most recent episode is on the book Bunny by Mona Awad. We took her gummy, talked about the book. It goes off the rails because you have 2 very excited women just trying to tell you about this book. It goes into spoilers, so if you haven't read the book but you want to, don't listen to it yet. But if you have read it, or you know, you don't really plan to read it but you want to listen to the podcast anyway, you can check it out, and it is on Spotify. So like I said, the podcast name is THC Library, and I'll put a link to it in the description box below. Let me just show you here a couple of clips of us filming last night. I thought I was gonna put it in a vlog, but then I thought, no, I'm just gonna do a standalone short little video. So here are those clips. All right, hi there guys. I thought I would film a short clip now to show you that surprise I was talking about a couple videos ago. I'm actually now recording it. I told them it was a podcast, but I didn't tell them what it was about. So I thought I would show you our little setup, what we're reading, and tell you a bit about it. So I'm here with my friend Krista.
Hello.
And as I told you guys a week or 2 ago, we're recording a podcast. We both read Bunny by Mona Awad, which if you've been around my channel for a while, you know I really love. So we're going to get this podcast up. It'll probably be up by the time this video goes up. So I will link it down below. And it's on Spotify.
Yeah, it is fun.
There's just a little bit behind the scenes. So look at the magic in action. So yeah, so Bunny was the last one we did. The first one we did was on The Drift by CJ Tudor. You can check that one out as well. We've got the next 3 episodes planned leading us into the end of October. So next up is going to be The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. That is a mouthful. Then September is going to be The Man with the Idea. My friend Peter Hammerberg, we're going to be reviewing one of his books, Graven Frost, in September. And then in October, we're going to review a Stephen King book. We decided on Pet Sematary. Stephen King's kind of always been like this inside joke. We call him our good friend Stephen. We even have wine glasses made with the phrase on it. And Stephen King was just, that's where we discovered we had a similar love and taste in books. So it just seemed very fitting to get him in there in October. So we're just very excited. I'm so happy and blessed that Krista agreed to do this with me, and she's enjoying it as much as I am. I couldn't ask for a better co-host for this podcast. So I'm just gonna leave it there for now. But please do go check it out. If you enjoy it, you can follow the podcast on Spotify, and that way you'll get notifications when we post a new one. Right now, the upload schedule is kind of sporadic because, she's got just so much going on. Everybody's so busy, especially in the summer times. And then once winter comes, I think we'll be able to get on a more, what's the word I'm looking for? On a more regular schedule. But for now, you just follow that podcast and you'll be let know when we post a new episode. So feel free to comment there or comment here if you listen, what you thought of it. I hope you enjoy. And as always, I appreciate your support so much, always. And I hope you enjoy this. There's a lot of laughing, a lot of chaos, and it's just so much fun. So thanks again, guys, and I will see you again real soon. Bye.